It hurt every single time. The pain was unbearable. His body tensed before the touch even came, as if it already knew what was coming. He bit his lip, swallowed his screams, pretending it was fine, but it never was. It never would be. He saw it, the concern in her eyes, the guilt, the frustration. She wanted to stop, but he did not want to disappoint her. So he endured until he couldn't anymore. Kano was a city where legacy was power. Those who wielded it lived like kings. Adamu Waziri was one of them. His name opened doors, his wealth built towers, and his presence commanded respect. People spoke of him with admiration. Some envied him. Others wanted to be him. But Kano was also a city of illusions. A man could appear to have everything yet be empty inside. Adamu knew this well. Behind his wealth and success, there was a truth no one dared to speak of. Adamu was the kind of man women dreamed of. Wealthy, intelligent, confident. He had it all. At every event, eyes followed him, whispers of admiration trailing in his wake. Women competed for his attention, each hoping to be the one to tame Kano's most eligible bachelor. His charm was effortless, his success undeniable, but they did not know what lay beneath. They saw the perfect man, but they did not see the burden he carried. Only he knew how quickly admiration turned to fear. Adamu's secret was not one he could confess. It was one that women discovered on their own. At first, they were eager, drawn to him like moths to a flame. But the moment of truth always came. Shock, discomfort, hesitation, then the inevitable goodbye. I don't think this will work, Adamu. You deserve someone who can handle this. I'm sorry, I can't. He stopped listening. It was always the same. They did not leave because of his wealth, his mind, or his heart. They left because of what he carried. At first, the whispers were soft, uncertain. But in Kano, secrets never stayed quiet. Adamu Waziri is not the man you think he is. He is too much for any woman to handle. He can't keep a woman. What once made him desirable now made him infamous. The same men who once envied him now laughed behind his back. The same women who once sought him now kept their distance. His name still carried weight, but for the wrong reasons. Adamu poured himself into work, drowning out the noise with success. If love had rejected him, he would make power his companion. Meetings, deals, contracts. His life became a carefully structured empire. He built something greater than love, something untouchable. Yet in the silence of his mansion, he was alone. His mother, Hajia Waziri, had seen her son's rise, but she had also seen his loneliness. Adamu, she said one evening, watching him across the dinner table. A man without a family is a tree with no roots. Adamu smiled, but it was hollow. I am fine, Mama. No, you are not, she said firmly. You have everything but love. Adamu let out a small laugh. Love is not for men like me, his mother sighed. Then you have allowed the world to lie to you. She left him with those words, but Adamu had no answer. Kano never rested. The city moved fast, filled with people chasing dreams, power, and love. Adamu had chased two. The third had slipped through his fingers. Then she arrived. Zainab Danjuma entered his life with purpose, not admiration. She had built her reputation in a field where men doubted her, yet she never sought validation. When they met, Adamu expected the usual, a woman impressed by his wealth, eager for his attention. Instead, Zainab barely acknowledged his status. Mr. Waziri, I don't chase money. I create it, she said, scanning the plans for his mansion's redesign. Adamu smirked. Most people try to impress me. Then most people must be boring, she replied without hesitation. She was different, a woman of her own making, and Adamu noticed. He was used to control. He spoke, people listened. He wanted, people obeyed. But Zainab did not play by those rules. Your design ideas are safe, she told him during their first meeting. You want modern and bold, but you hesitate. Why? Adamu folded his arms. I pay for what I want. She met his gaze, unshaken. Then decide if you want greatness or just another expensive room. Adamu expected submission. Instead, he got defiance. A battle of wills began, and for the first time in years, he found himself on the losing side. Yet he didn't mind. Hope was dangerous. He had felt attraction, connection, only to watch it all fall apart. Zainab was different, but he knew how this would end. She would find out. She would leave, but she didn't. "You act like you have everything, Adamu," she said one evening. "But I see a man who is scared." Adamu tensed. "I have nothing to be afraid of." "Then why are you running?" Her words struck deeper than he wanted to admit. He had spent years hiding, years believing he was alone in his battle. But Zainab refused to accept that. "Tell me," she said one night, her voice calm, steady. And for the first time, he did. He waited for the reaction, the laughter, the disgust, the pity. But Zainab did none of those things. She simply sat there, watching him carefully. "That's all you have to say?" Adamu frowned. "What else is there to say?" she replied. "You think this defines you, but it doesn't. You are the one making it a curse." For the first time in years, Adamu felt uncertain. Zainab did not pity him. She did not run. "You are not cursed, Adamu." He let out a bitter laugh. "You don't understand. This is not something I can change." Her eyes softened, but her voice held firm. "Then let me carry this burden with you." Adamu shook his head. "You say that now, but when it fails, if you trust me, we will face this together." She interrupted. Her words were a challenge, a promise. Adamu wanted to believe her, but belief had never been enough. Yet, for the first time, he allowed himself to try. Zainab fought for him. She sought solutions, answers, hope, and slowly something changed. Perhaps love was not about being perfect. Perhaps it was about persistence. For the first time, Adamu Waziri stepped into the unknown, not alone, but with a woman who refused to walk away. If you enjoyed this tale from the ancestors, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more African wisdom and mystical stories. Until next time, may the spirits guide your path.